What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Layne's Man Cave. In today's video, I will be doing my 2026 NBA mock draft. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, as it is very much appreciated, and it helps get this video out to more viewers just like you. With the first overall pick, the Washington Wizards select Dybantsa. While I think Dybantsa is overrated as a prospect, there is no denying that his outwardly athleticism, advanced footwork, and free-level scoring make him intriguing as the number one pick. My concern with Dybantsa is his playmaking, which is improving, and his defense, which is not good for a wing. With Trae Young and Anthony Davis on the team, the Wizards could be fighting for a playoff spot next season, and I think Dybantsa will be a good fit next to them. With the second pick, the Utah Jazz select Darryn Peterson. Peterson didn't have the best year at Kansas, but he is the best prospect in this class. Keontae George had a breakout season, but he is more of a true point guard, where Peterson is a combo guard. DP is an excellent shot creator, both on and off the ball, and his 6'10 wingspan provides defensive upside. The Jazz are expected to take a leap with a full season of Jaren Jackson Jr. and hopefully a healthy Walker Kessler, and DP's scoring range should blend right in. With the third pick, the Memphis Grizzlies select Cameron Boozer. Boozer doesn't have the highest ceiling in this class, but he has a ridiculously high floor that should impact the Grizzlies right away, especially with Jaren Jackson Jr. off the team and Ja Morant regressing heavily last season. Boozer has the basketball IQ capable of leading a team if Morant keeps up with his antics. He is an underrated playmaker, a physical scorer inside, and a capable ball handler and three-point shooter. Boozer isn't the athletic freak Dybantsa is, but he will be a great NBA player, and a good fit next to Zach Edey in the front court. With the fourth pick, the Chicago Bulls select Caleb Wilson. I see Wilson as the opposite of Boozer. He's got the strength and explosiveness, but he is extremely raw. He's got the defensive upside and size that the Bulls desperately need. But Wilson is another player I am lower on than everyone else. Even on defense, he isn't technically refined, but there are very few players with Wilson's motor and aggressiveness, and the Bulls have all the time in the world to let him develop. With the fifth pick, the Los Angeles Clippers select Keaton Wagler. The Clippers have to make a difficult decision this offseason on whether it's time to pull the plug on the Kawhi Leonard experiment, but I'm making the selection assuming they aren't. Wagler is the best possible fit beside Kawhi and Darius Garland. He's got the size, and he's a crafty shot creator, shooting 40% from free at Illinois. They made Wagler switch to point guard later in the season, but he is at his best at the 2. With the sixth pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Darius Acuff. The Nets took 3 guards in last year's draft, but Yegor Demon can slide in at the 2, and Nolan Traore and Ben Saroff don't have the talent Acuff does. And also, the Nets don't have full control over their first-round pick next year. Acuff can be an offensive engine at the NBA level. He's shown that he can create for himself and others, shooting over 40% from free at Arkansas. Acuff would be the lead guard in Brooklyn, and if they trade MPJ, he could lead the Nets in both points and assists. I'll come out and say it. There are some draft classes where Acuff would be the first pick. With the seventh pick, the Sacramento Kings select Mikal Brown Jr. The Kings have very little young talent on their roster, and while Brown had a nagging back injury last season at Louisville, he showed flashes of being a top 5 player in this class, with elite three-point shooting, great athleticism and floor vision, and unlimited range. The Kings struggled to find their franchise point guard since they traded De'Aaron Fox, and I believe Brown can be that guy. With the 8th pick, the Atlanta Hawks select Kingston Flemings. CJ McCollum will be a free agent this summer, and the Hawks need to find a point guard to be Trae Young's successor. Fleming's measurables weren't that great, and he isn't the shooter Acuff or Brown are, but Fleming is still a talented basketball player and is the grittiest and most explosive point guard in this class, with great defensive instincts. Flemings is still a reliable shooter who's at his best in the mid-range. With the 9th pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Braden Burries. The Mavs have found their new franchise player in Cooper Flagg, but now it's time to build the pieces around him. Burries was the leading scorer on a top 3 team in the country, and he can be the glue guy in Dallas. Burries can score at all 3 levels, is an aggressive rebounder, and a really good defender. I'm not sure if Kyrie Irving will be a Maverick when the season starts, but even if he is, he hasn't played basketball since last February, so Burries may have more responsibilities, but he is NBA ready and can play an off-ball role as well. With the 10th pick, the Milwaukee Bucks select Nate Ament. This is definitely not the pick I would make, but the last 2 times the Bucks had a first-round pick, they took A.J. Johnson and Marjon Beauchamp. Both were supposed to be high upside players. Ament shot 40% from the field and 27% from free at Tennessee, which is not good at all for a 6'10 wing. Even at the rim, he only shot 42%. If Ament put some weight on, then I could be more forgiving. But as it stands, I don't see Ament being a successful player in the NBA. With the 11th pick, the Golden State Warriors select Axel Lendeborg. Lendeborg gives the Warriors their best chance to remain competitive, showing versatility on both sides of the ball. Lendeborg improved his shooting throughout the season at Michigan and showed switchability on defense, picking up ball handlers at the point of attack, guarding power forwards when Mara and Johnson were off the floor, but he's at his best at help defense. Lendeborg led Michigan to the national championship, and he will be able to keep the Warriors in playoff contention during Curry's twilight years. With the 12th pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Ade Mara. Isaiah Hartenstein may not be on the team next year, as he is a free agent this summer, and the Thunder may not be able to re-sign him. If that's the case, the Thunder will need a backup big. Mara has 2 skills that NBA teams look for in a center. He can shut down the paint, and he is a high-level passer. Opponents only shot 36% from the paint when Mara was on the floor. Mara uses his height well on offense and has good footwork for his size. Mara was an important player during Michigan's national championship run. With the 13th pick, the Miami Heat select LeBaron Philon. Kasparis Jakučionis showed flashes last season, but the Heat could always use more scoring and creation in the backcourt, especially with Tyler Hero's future in Miami being uncertain. Philon isn't the best athlete or the most physical player, but he is smooth at the rim and just shot 40% from free at Alabama. Philon and Jakučionis could be an intriguing guard duo for years to come. And with the 14th pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Hans Steinbach. The Hornets were the most improved team of last season, but they still need more depth in the front court. Steinbach is the best rebounder in this year's class, moves very fluidly, and has NBA-ready scoring skills around the basket. Steinbach averaged 18 points in Washington, despite terrible point guard play and limited spacing. Steinbach offers Charlotte a different level of upside compared to Moussa Diabate and Ryan Kalkbrenner. And that concludes today's video. Let me know what your mock draft looks like in the comments below.